Good morning, everyone. We had started with a new chapter. What democracy is, right? And why democracy is important. Now, what democracy is, we have already discussed. That is a government. Democracy is a form of government, right? In which the rulers are elected by the people, or you can say the people are the rulers. People are the one, right, who elect their leaders. A form of government where the government is formed by the people, for the people, of the people. Now, another question: why democracy? To answer this question, we have been studying about the features of democracy one by one, right? And we have been comparing these features and the way it is being practiced in different countries, and whether those countries are democratic or not democratic, and how those countries are different from our country, India, right? Now, if we talk about features, we have already discussed the very first feature, that was the major decision by elected leaders. And how these leaders are elected? These leaders are elected by we people, by we citizens. Free and fair electoral competition. This is the another feature of democracy. Now, one person, one vote, one value. Democracy is based on a fundamental principle of political equality. However, there are many instances of denial of the equal right to vote. Until 2015 in Saudi Arabia, women did not have the right to vote. Means other citizens were given the right to vote, but women were abandoned of their voting rights. Estonia has made its citizenship rules in such a way that people belonging to the Russian minority found it difficult to get the right to vote. Now, Estonia is a country which has given right to vote to everyone, but it has made rules in such a way that the minority community found it hard to vote. In Fiji, everyone was again given the right to vote, but the vote of an indigenous Fiji, means the one who is of pure race, the one who belongs to that particular origin, an Indian Fijian, there was a difference of value. The vote of indigenous Fiji has more value than that of an Indian Fijian. Definitely not a democratic government. You cannot call it a democratic government, right? Why? Because in India, everyone who is of age 18 or above has been given the right to vote, and every and each vote, irrespective of caste, irrespective of gender, irrespective of religion, has same equal value. Now, rule of law and respect for rights. Zimbabwe attained independence from white minority rule. White minority rule means, first of all, Zimbabwe is a country in Africa, and Africa, as you know, was colonized by your Britishers, right? So, Zimbabwe is an African country which attained its independence from the British rule in 1980. And from then, the country has been ruled by the party that led the freedom struggle, ZANU PF. Its leader, Robert Mugabe, ruled the country since independence. I mean, since 1980, he has been ruling, right? Even if elections were held regularly, it was always won by ZANU PF. President Mugabe was popular but also used unfair practices in elections. There was a law that limited the right to criticize the president. Means right to criticization was not there. People could not give their opinions. Right to raise opinions was not there. Certain fundamental rights were not there. People were deprived of their fundamental rights. No freedom of speech was there. Freedom of press was not there. So will you call this a democratic country? No. right? And since 1980, the same country is ruling. How is it possible? Because our democracy clearly says that the country which is in power should have equal opportunity to lose elections as well, means should have equal possibility of losing elections as well. The country which is in power should have equal chances of losing elections as well. Then it is a democracy, right? Means it is not, it isn't the same party has been ruling since ages. No, the party which is in power should be in fear of losing elections as well. That is what democracy says. So there was a law that limited the right to criticize the president. Television and radio were controlled by the government and gave only the ruling party's version. There were independent newspapers, but the government harassed those journalists who went against it, and so on. Not a democratic government. Democratic government rules within limits set by constitutional law and citizens' right. Hence, we can deduce that democracy is a form of government in which rulers elected by the people take all the major decisions. Elections offer a choice and fair opportunity to the people to change the rulers. The choice and opportunity is available to all the people on an equal basis. The exercise of this choice leads to a government limited by basic rules of the constitution and citizens' right. Now, class, you will go through all these slides once again. If any query is there, you are free to contact me on your WhatsApp group. Thank you.